not win the Super Bowl this year. With the loss of the starting quarterback, multiple injuries to both the offensive and defensive sides of the ball, and poor play and coaching, the Dallas Cowboys are not going to win the Super Bowl. And where they sit right now in the win-loss column at 3-8, they don't even stand a chance of making the playoffs to get into the Super Bowl. For all Dallas Cowboys fans, this has been a sad, lonely season that once was full of hope, of aspirations and visions of winning the Super Bowl and getting there, only to fail miserably due to injuries, coaching staff, poor effort, poor attitudes. It has all combined into a recipe for disaster. If you are wanting to place a bet on the football team, don't be betting on the Cowboys this year. You might just lose all of your money. I am an active Dallas Cowboys fan and have been all my life. I went from the Roger Staubach era, I'm that old, yes, to Troy Aikman, Tony Romo, and now Dak Prescott as their starting quarterback. I subscribe to DallasCowboys.com and Dallas News and follow the team on Instagram and Twitter. I've watched the Dallas Cowboys play for Super Bowls, and I've watched them whenever they have had severe losing seasons. I never miss a game. I love the Dallas Cowboys so much. I even have a Cowboys car tag on my car, and I guess one might say I'm a Dallas Cowboys diehard fan, as you can see by my wardrobe here. Again, like I said, injuries, poor play, 3-8 right now with a month left to go in the season. Hardly any wins, a whole lot of losses, bad attitudes. It has created the perfect place for disaster. What happened? How did they get this way? Well, at first, before the season even began, they lost their starting right tackle, and then they lose their starting left tackle in week 5. They have multiple injuries along the defensive side. They lose their quarterback. Their quarterback broke his ankle in week 5. And then the defense had to learn a new scheme. They have new coaches. The coaches that came here from last year are brand new coaches. For people that don't follow the Cowboys, Jerry Jones, the owner of the team, fired Jason Garrett last year and hired Coach Mike McCarthy, the former head coach of the Green Bay Packers of 13 years. And he was hired, but with Coach McCarthy came a brand new coaching staff. And so all that was left of the coaches from last year were only 4 coaches left over from last year. So that left the players having to learn a complete new scheme. And with having to learn a complete new scheme, they are faced right in the middle of COVID. And so what happened with the NFL and COVID is the players didn't get a chance to practice. And so without the chance to on-field practice, they've had to learn a new scheme online, which has created havoc and created losses because they're learning something completely new. So it has just been a train wreck for disaster. So now here we are, 3 wins, 8 losses, 1 month left to go in the season, standing in last place in their division, and times are looking pretty bleak. They will even be lucky to make the playoffs. They are not going to win the Super Bowl. You can see the defeat in their actions. You can see it on the field of play. They have poor effort. The coaches are mad at the players. The players are mad at the coaches. It just goes on and on and on. And that's what happens whenever you lose your starting quarterback. Multiple injuries to both sides of the ball. Poor play, poor coaching. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. Multiple injuries, new coaching staff, poor effort equals defeat. When one combines this recipe together, it is for sure the outcome. The Dallas Cowboys don't stand a chance of winning the Super Bowl. The end.